Welcome to the Pittsburgh Super Speedway for the Spectacle RC Racing event of the world for Three Rivers RC, now broadcasting in high definition. A very historic day in Three Rivers RC history. A third driver is in this race as Ford makes its return to the Three Rivers RC Racing lead. It should be a hot, action-packed day here from the Pittsburgh Super Speedway. Sit back and get ready for some rough and ready racing. Now for the future event from the Pittsburgh Super Speedway. Bill Steinbach sitting on pole. Chad Liberner starting second after Bill Steinbach beat him out in qualifying by a full second. Steve Brown starting in third place. He's starting next to Bill Steinbach due to some radio frequency difficulties. Get ready for some rough and super speedway racing.
Three, two, one, go.
And the Pittsburgh Classic 300 is green. Bill Steinbach, your early leader. Chad Liberter has a little bit of loose condition going into turn number one, and Steve Brown at a dead stop at the start-finish line.
Yeah, it really doesn't look good for him as his car is spinning out. He has voiced some trouble over that spinning out as Steinbach already goes around turn number 3. Limburger also catching up slowly, and Steinbach is there on the first super stretch along with Brown. Brown is on the previous lap, though. There goes Steinbach onto that stretch.
Limburger exiting turn number 1, going down the first super stretch. Steve Brown just completing lap number 1.
Now we're very glad that we have these extra camera angles that we can show you. Look at Brown just spinning out all the way back there. That will cause a yellow flag as he goes all the way off the speedway and hits the grass. As you can see, he's running to chase after his car. He'll just cut through the middle. Limburger actually got far behind Steinbach there. Now he'll catch up, and everyone will be on the lead lap once again. I don't think Brown got exactly a lap down, but he was. There's the restart, and we'll see who crosses the start-finish line. First, Steinbach. What a surprise.
Steve Brown spinning out at the start-finish line. No caution, though, this massive speedway. Bill Steinbach coming down the first super stretch, exiting turn number 2, down the short chute into turn number 3. Limburger following right in his trails as he heads down through turn number 3.
Yes, Limburger is trying to catch up to Steinbach, but it is very hard because Steinbach has the higher car off the ground. He's not hitting those bumps as rough as Limburger could. Oh, and then he hits the cone here, and no caution because Brown is still far behind and hasn't caught up yet, so that will not cause any caution at all.
Drafting not playing much of a role today as we expected it would on such a big speedway. Probably because of the bumps in the track, they can't get close enough together to do anything.
I think that's exactly it, and we have a yellow flag here on lap 4 as both Limburger and Brown wreck on the first super stretch, although Brown was on the previous lap. There's the restart, and here they come to the start-finish line to take the next lap. Steinbach once again has the lead. Limburger really catching his bearings, and he is catching up quickly to Steinbach as they go down the first super stretch. You can see as they hit the sunlight. Where is Brown? There he is.
Brown just making it into turn number 1. He seems to lose some reception as he rounds turn number 1 as the leaders exit turn number 3.
Did you see Brown go over that bump in turn number 2? That was catastrophic for his car. Also low to the ground like Limburger's, except his tires really are a mess. This view shows Brown just spinning out down there in almost a lap down, and now will be a lap down as Steinbach hits him. He spins him. Not yet a caution because Limburger is still behind Brown on the lead lap.
Bill Steinbach going down the second super stretch after spinning out Brown on the first super stretch. There comes Limburger through turn number 3.
Limburger shot off like a rocket down that corner.
As Steinbach comes out of turn number 1, Limburger at the start-finish line.
Yes, Limburger is at the start-finish line. Looks like he's having some car troubles, though, and we'll have a yellow flag here on lap 7 as they'll head back to the restart line. Watch, as you can see, is up there right before turn number 4, and then they'll head around to the start-finish line to take the next lap. Okay, looks like Brown actually had lane choice there. Spins Limburger around, and then Steinbach will have the lead. There's Limburger coming in a close second as he puts some payback down on Brown. Brown's car dies on the front stretch, but we really saw the speed of his car there. He was not far behind, so his car doesn't have bad speed, just terrifyingly bad handling.
And these restarts are oh so important for Chad Limburner, as he's not led a lap today. Bill Steinbach has led every single lap in this race. And if he leads every lap in this race, he will earn that 1 bonus point. And with the championship points the way they are, Chad Limburner desperately wants to lead a lap, so Bill Steinbach cannot get that bonus point.
Yeah, and we saw that update just a few seconds ago on Brown. Brown is only half a lap down. We had side-by-side racing conditions there.
Coming down the second super stretch. As they come around Brown, they have to split up. Running side-by-side through turn number 1, they touch coming through going onto the super stretch. And Limburner, now your leader. And there comes Brown through turn number 1. He spins out. Man, this has got to be a terrible race for him right now. He cannot get a handle on that car. And Limburner and Steinbach are still battling it out for the lead as they go down the second super stretch.
Yes, you can see him just pouring into that corner as trying to get around Steinbach. You can see Brown there on the front stretch still. Wave a yellow flag on. Just spins out, hits a few cones, and that'll bring them back to the start-finish line.
Coming back to the restart line. Waiting for the green from the officials.
You have to try that.
Steve Brown is doing some quick repair to his car to try to get that thing to handle. And green flag is back in the air. Brown.
Whoa, Limburner is in third place. Brown will come in second, crossing the start-finish line. This is the final lap of the first segment, although Brown does spin out and Limburner passes him before he came into view. The start-finish line is very slightly out of view. We didn't think anyone would run that lane, but they did, and Brown come in second place on that final lap of this segment. Look how far Limburner is behind Steinbach, though, and Brown really is catching his bearings. He's not doing too bad here late in the first segment, obviously.
Bill Steinbach coming through turn number 1, right up against that tire as he does that little bobble coming through the corner. You see Brown going down the second super stretch. Still, he is improving on the handle on that car. Earlier in this race, he couldn't even complete a lap. Now he's able to complete a lap and stay on the lead lap.
All right, they're coming around finally for the final stretch. And we'll take a look here at, we come to the start-finish line. Steinbach will win the first segment, and Brown will not finish a lap down. We are just going to cut the video, I believe, because that took way too long for him to go around. That is the finish of the first half. Drivers will have 5 minutes to work on their cars, and we'll come back. We'll actually make another video for the next segment because these are such long segments.